Good morning from our local coffee spot. A few days ago I got a tip off from Tim, who is the owner of Biker B&B and the Highland Scramble. He said, Freddie, the roads around Barcelona are absolutely stunning. He gave me a tip of his favourite spot. It's an hour outside of town and it's right up in the hills around Barcelona, and it will be the first ride that Monica and I will have done. I mean, this sounds pathetic. We've been here 2.5 weeks. We keep riding into Barcelona for a coffee, and then we walk around Barcelona for 2 hours, and then we get a cake, and then just before we head home, get a coffee. This will be the first time Monica and I will actually have ridden outside of Barcelona to look for some stunning roads. So we've had our sandwich, we've had our coffee, and I've got a bit more good news. I hope you can pick this up. This was a really pleasant surprise. It's the first time I've clocked on. Have a look at that. I filled up the Fiat, bottom of the tank, all the way out to the top. That is as close to full as you can get. So, 57 euros, but you can, in fact, you can see 57 euros gets reduced by €7.60 or something like that. That's because Spain are still doing this discount on fuel to help with the cost of living crisis. So that means a full tank is just 49 euros. €7 saving, that is not insignificant. I don't think Italy do that, and I don't think the UK do that anymore. In fact, I don't think the UK ever did it. So, pleasant surprise. There is no excuse not to road trip in Spain because they make it so pleasant with that discount. Right, finish off our coffees. Monica, are you ready for? I can't believe this. This will be your first little road trip in about 3 weeks.
Yes, I am.
Let's do it. Before we head off, XLMOTO have their massive November sale, whereby for the entire month of November, huge discounts on almost everything, some things up to 70% off. These, I just picked up from XL's head office in Barcelona. A huge fan. Coarse, raw Aramid jeans. They feel like incredibly good premium quality jeans, and the difference with these is these are not a stretchy denim, so they've got a really classic vintage style feel. They're called anti-fit, so if you look at them, they're not a super slim fit pair of jeans. They're just slightly wider than a slim fit, and with that lack of stretch, it gives them a really nice aged feel, even as a brand new pair of jeans. I'm 6'1", about 80 kilos. This is a 32-inch waist, 32-inch leg. If anything, size very slightly down for these. I could even be a 31-inch waist or 32-inch waist on these, but they are a beautiful fitting pair of jeans, lovely quality denim, Aramid in the key impact areas, knee armour included. You need to buy the hip armour separately. Normal price, even normal price incredible, £87. On sale right now at XLMOTO, £43. £43 for a pair of denim jeans, biking jeans that look this good. I think that's probably one of my picks of the entire range for this Black Friday or this Black November month. All right, now we really can go. Strange place. We've just pulled over next to a bar restaurant. Just dilapidated tractors everywhere, old Nissan Patrol, and who's better at picking up bikes than me? What is that white and green bike on the balcony there? It looks like it must have been left there for years. You can just see the top of the tank. Definitely an old European bike, but no idea what. There's something going on in there, but I'd love to know what's actually inside that old restaurant there. Because to have that on the balcony there, oh, there could be some more stuff inside. And Monica picks out the cat. It's a lovely classic bike there, Monica. Lovely classic bike. I think this must be a 4x4 service centre. White Defender, lovely, but look at that. That would be an old Series 1 or Series 2 Land Rover pickup with a tow bar attached to the back of it. What would that be? Early 1970s or something. I hope they're recommissioning that because that is a really special thing. And you've got the old classic Seat Marbellas here. Do you know, I miss seeing these from Tenerife. That's got proper 4x4 tyres on and upgraded suspension as well. I bet that's a weapon off-road. You know, I always say how for such a tiny country, Lithuanians get everywhere. Lithuanian. This is a Lithuanian lorry.
It is not.
It is, I promise you.
Well, that's not Lithuanian.
Look, wait. Yeah, Lithuanian number plate. That is Lithuanian. How? How does a Lithuanian recovery lorry end up in a tiny...
But that's not Lithuanian language.
Yeah, I know, but the number plate, front and back, Lithuanian.
Okay, yeah.
How does that end up in a tiny village outside of Barcelona? And also, one final, I love these. For a great future investment, these are going to go up in value very, very quickly. 500 SL Mercedes. That's the next in line. I always say the 500 or the Mercedes SLs, they drop down to being worthless, about £5,000, and then they always shoot up once they get to about 20 years old. That's the next one, 100%. Okay, money-making tip for the day done. Welcome to Montseny. Half a kilometre high, population 321 people. Beautiful, just stunning scenery around. Look at the rolling hills there, just endless open rolling hills, just with the occasional kind of farmhouse, stone-built farmhouse in the distance. It looks a bit like a ghost town.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, we were thinking maybe there'd be a lovely little restaurant, coffee shop, and there may be, but there's not much sign of life here. I wanted to show, just before we go in, there's one thing. Someone said to me, Freddie, why don't you lock your helmets when you go into Barcelona? Because I did an Instagram story. But I started just doing this. Just a padlock. loop it round there, and then just loop both of the D-locks. And it works brilliantly. It means that I don't have to carry around a massive chain, because I got annoyed with having to carry around a massive chain all the time. So that actually works amazingly well for locking two helmets together, so you don't have to lug them around and you don't have to mess around with a filthy chain.
Can you demonstrate it?
Yes, although when I demonstrate stuff, usually it takes 10 times the time. Okay, get the D-locks. One here. You're going to have to fast forward this about 10 times. It's going to be really awkward. Okay, one D-lock, two D-lock. Hook them through. Then hook this through both of them like that.
Okay.
Yeah? And then just hook it round there. And just shut it like that. As easy. Just like, oh, close.
Surely there is a better way to do it.
Ah!
Okay, well done.
There, and then you can just loosen them up a bit. There, as easy as that. Both secure.
Well done.
And you won't have to do much fast forwarding there. Okay, chances of there being a coffee shop open?
50-50, I think.
50-50. But worth it, whatever happens, worth it with the stunning, stunning scenery around here. What would that be? 250 years old. It's a stunning place here, really immaculate and beautiful buildings. And it feels like about 50% of the buildings here are restaurants. Not with obvious signs, you just have to follow the smell of what you like the look of. Just on this corner here, this I think is a traditional, did I say hotel? Restaurant. Follow the smell to the restaurants. That looks like a traditional restaurant, so possibly we could go in there and have a look. Every time I look at them, I still desperately want one. You know, the only thing stopping me, pulling the trigger, because of the overheads, you know, the monthly overheads, that's the only thing freaking me out. Obviously it would freak anyone out, but basically that's why there's no Defender with us here in Europe, because I did actually do a loan application, but I had last minute freak out. That's the absolute truth. But when I see them, oh, I'd love one. I would love one. Oh, it's such a shame. I wanted to stop off for a coffee in the place behind with that beautiful view, but nearly all the places are closed today. I'm not sure if it's because it's off season or because it's a Monday and places are closed. So we're going to head back down now, roughly in the direction of Barcelona, and hopefully find a nice coffee shop that's open. But beautiful place. Coming in the off season, yes, more places are closed, but on the flip side, you do get, you know, to see what it's like, you know, for the locals going about their daily life. And it's very, very peaceful this time of the year, very quiet, and you feel like you've got the place to yourself. So positives and negatives, but lovely little place to come for an hour or so. don't usually get too excited by new bike launches, but I've been watching the EICMA show in Milan like a hawk for one very specific bike, and that is the Royal Enfield Super Meteor, 650cc cruiser. I've been waiting for this for a year, and it is every bit as good looking as I dreamt it would be. I honestly think this could be, in essence, like a new version of the Harley-Davidson 883 Sportster. Of course, Harley-Davidson have gone in a completely different direction now with the Sportster. It's thoroughly modern, but I think this is a modern-day version of that bike. It's got the soul, well, at least knowing the engine, it will have the soul, it will have the character. Oh, it's got the looks. And if this bike comes in, let's say the Interceptor's £6,200, if the Super Meteor can come in under 7k, £6,700 or so, that will be a tantalising proposition. That will be probably one of the closest things that could tempt me to buy a new motorbike out of any bike in the market at the moment. No, Monica's now closing her eyes and struggling to breathe, but it's true.
No.
It's but this could be
You
a
said
bike.
that so many times.
This could be a bike that takes the cruiser sector, the cruiser segment of the market, and brings it to the mainstream. Because usually you've got the likes of Indian and Harley Davidson, but they're just too expensive to get the masses into cruisers. And a lot of people still can't quite get their head around buying a Japanese cruiser. However, Royal Enfield, that's a name with history and a name that links up with character and style. And for them to bring out now an accessible cruiser, and I think the name just about lends itself to this kind of cruiser market. Oh, this could be a game changer. This could be, and I mean it, watch this space. This could be the one brand new bike that could tempt me, even with the new battery, could tempt me away from the Bonneville and into a showroom and buying a new bike. I think this could be a game changer of a bike. I've never been so excited about a new bike. Price point £6,700 or below. Watch this space, Monica. I'm going to be seriously tempted. That bike will be a revelation. Okay, we'll wrap it up there because I just...
Wait. I'm so glad I filmed it because last video you said you'll never sell your Bonneville.
No. Yes.
Why
I did.
do you think that Royal Enfield is a better bike than your Bonneville?
No, I don't.
Why would you sell Bonneville?
Because I quite like the idea of trying out a cruiser.
You just like buying and selling. You just like searching.
Yeah, but always selling for a loss, don't forget.
Exactly.
Always selling
That
for a
will
loss.
never happen.
Okay, you know what?
I wouldn't allow it.
Genuine shortlist now. Triumph Speedmaster, Harley Davidson Standard, and now the Royal Enfield Super Meteor is definitely in the mix. That's a huge discrepancy in price. That is a huge difference. So I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm really excited. Maybe it could be the final thing to push me into buying a Royal Enfield because I love the brand so much. Should we wrap it up there?
Yes.
It's almost as expensive as your Leica, Monica. Bear that in mind. Okay, let's wrap it up there on that bombshell. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.